for 8 years. I've been with it for like 3.
Okay.
Officially for like 10 months.
LocalFI didn't get started until August of last year.
Don't worry, you'll tell him that story. I don't want to give too much away.
All right, and so then, are you both from Arizona?
No,
No,
I'm from
neither of
upstate
us.
New York. She's from Indiana.
Put this on. Oh, that's an odd couple.
Right.
Like,
We
But
both
this-
were pushed away into
I'm not-
Arizona, which is a great place
and you
to
want
end
to
up.
put this on as well. I'm not kidding. That's actually not bad because, the New York, you get the hot dogs, the corned beef, the pastrami,
coonies.
and then she's bringing beef to the
Corn.
table.
You want to know what our state slogan is? It's "There's more than corn in Indiana." That means there's nothing but corn in Indiana.
You gotta have cows.
Like a little bit, I guess. There's more cows here, I feel. That's wrong, but
Is it recording?
yeah. It's recording.
Yeah. Yeah, I found out I had to lose this weight. I got to ride in an F-16 in
Uh-huh.
March. So the United States Air Force made me lose some weight. So I started studying all this, and they're like, corn's like one of the worst things for you,
Yeah.
like because you think it's a vegetable.
And heavy
We can't take in almost any of the nutritional value of corn,
We
I
can't
didn't-
digest it
I
well.
know.
Wow, that's crazy.
but it is delicious.
It is, especially with the butter and the salt.
And we got in New York, we got the multicolored corn going
Oh,
on.
yeah, that fancy corn.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird.
It is weird.
We never had weird colored corn. We had normal corn.
No, I want
Sweet
good
corn.
old fashioned. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
The corn festivals, yes.
Oh, I didn't understand. That's
Like,
so cool.
Just nothing but corn everywhere. Anything that you can make out of corn, it was part of the festival.
Okay, so then what you're saying is you're not bringing anything to the relationship,
Not
okay? Because
anymore.
all you do is bring in corn.
Right, that's it.
Okay, yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and make it easy for you. You don't need to go to itsbusinesstime.com. All you got to do is text the word biz, B-I-Z, to 411-923. Going to send you a link on how you can join our online community of entrepreneurs, sales associates, whatever you do. If you're in business, would like you to join our community. Again, text the word biz, B-I-Z, to 411-923. Those of you that own local businesses, you are in for a real treat. There is so much confusion out there to understanding, first of all, understanding SEO, search engine optimization, or SEM, or PPC, and all of the terms. But there is there's a huge distinction between what we call SEO on a global scale as opposed to local SEO. And if you're a small business, I'm here to tell you that there's hope for you. You can dominate, you can be found, you can generate business, find new customers. But what you got to do is you just got to understand the concept, you got to understand the process. So we are in studio with Issac Navias from LocalFI. He is brought to us by our dear friends at Alliances, where entrepreneurs align. So a big shout out to Alliances and David Kogan for a tremendous community of entrepreneurs. We appreciate all you do, and we're always lucky to have some of its members on its business time. Issac, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about what a LocalFI is, and just kind of walk us through what you guys do to help local small businesses. And I'm just going to tell people right off the bat, you're going to want to text the word local to 411-923 because you're going to want more information about how to find LocalFI. All right, Issac, I've talked enough.
Thanks, Mike. So this actually started back when I was quite young. My father owned an
I
international...
hate when dudes who are like, I know, are 20 years younger than me say, when I was young, okay?
Hey,
That's
I just turned 31 today. Look at that.
Gosh.
Getting old.
Oh my gosh, you're making me old. That's not old. Oh, okay. Anyways, young whippersnapper. Continue.
So my father owned an international mask and puppet museum. It's a bit out there. And I grew up him always really struggling in terms of where's the next paycheck coming from? How is he going to pay his staff? He was highly reliant on grants. He was highly reliant on donations. And that just stuck with me from a young age. So when I decided to leave the corporate world, I really wanted to help local businesses. And what I really wanted to do is create a system that local businesses could use consistently that would drive traffic to them. So they wouldn't have to be worrying about how am I going to pay my next, my employee's paycheck? Where are my customers coming from? And so I set out to do that and have been quite successful in really setting up a system that works very consistently for locally owned businesses, especially B2C businesses.
Yeah, I think one of the problems that we have as business owners, we're just under the assumption when we hear the word SEO and when we're trying to be found, out there on the interwebs, we run under the assumption that there is no room for us, that all the big dogs are taking all the spaces, but there is a distinction between local SEO and non-local SEO. Take us through that. Help us understand that.
Yeah, so absolutely. And it is very hard with SEO. And I would say about 90% of my clients have been burned by someone saying they're going to do SEO for them in the past. So it's such a trauma point for most local businesses because they've heard they need it. Then they pay people. And generally you're going to hear, oh, you need to pay us $1,000 a month for 6 months. And then maybe you'll get results. So what we really focus on is the local aspect of it, and that's being found on what are called these local business finders. So, Mike, have you ever used Google Maps or Yelp to find a restaurant near you?
Oh yeah, I love Yelp. Yeah. I actually, I'm recent into the game. I'm always late into the game, but I absolutely love Yelp because because wherever I'm at and so forth, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I get hungry often, and I can look up local, anything that's close by, and I love the fact that I can look at reviews.
Yep.
And look at the menus and get directions.
So I found when I was in my young 20s, I was using Google Maps myself to find all the businesses I do business.
When I was in my 20s, we were using the yellow pages.
Yeah, and that doesn't work anymore.
I had to use a payphone to call a cab back then. Okay, that's.
What's a payphone?
Exactly.
So what I really found was I was using Google Maps and Yelp to find all my businesses, and I was like, well, why aren't any businesses using that to market themselves? So I really started diving into that. My first time, I just went to a chiropractor and I said, hey, can I try optimizing your Google Map and see what happens? He was like, okay. I did that within 2 months. He had so many new customers, he had to bring on another chiropractor. Then he just had to turn people away. And I was like, well, I guess I'm onto something here. And so what I've been able to do is figure out, okay, not only how do we get you to show up in the very top when somebody searches restaurant near me, salon near me, jewelry store near me, have you show up on the very top of Google, the very top of Yelp, but then how do we take reviews and get them to cause people to want to take action and do business with you? And so I'm very good at actually then helping my clients get reviews that overcome objections, having reviews that actually go through the hero's journey. And the beautiful thing about it is once you really have built and established your online presence, you never really have to sell anyone anymore because everyone else is selling for you.
We are talking with Issac Navias from LocalFI. His business is specifically designed to help your business get found locally. If you'd like some more information on his business, how you can find him, and engage in his services, go ahead and text the word local to 411-923. That's local to 411-923. Who is your? I mean, we got tens of thousands. We got billions of listeners right now. We got tens of thousands of listeners listening to the show right now. Who is your ideal client? Like who's driving down the road, and who should be texting local to 411-923?
It's really the local businesses that want that traffic that's local, mostly B2C companies, and really what we focus on with LocalFI is helping those clients who are offering the best products and the best services to the community. We're really strong believers that locally owned businesses are the cornerstone of every great community, and we really go out and find those businesses that are having the best products and services. And the challenge is oftentimes they don't have the best marketing. They don't have the most customers because they are so focused on doing what they do best, and that's what they should be focused on. That's where we come in and help them spread their message, spread their gifts, and really get their message out there, their business out there in the community.
Go ahead and text the word local to 411-923. I want to get you in touch with Issac Navias from LocalFI. He is here to help your business get found on local search. What are some of the common mistakes that business owners are making? And then I know we got some listeners who are going, I got this covered. I don't need to talk to this young 31-year-old punk, because that's what you are to me. You're just nothing but a 31-year-old punk. Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
No, but what are some of the common mistakes that we are making as local business owners? Because here's the deal: we are, when you're a business owner, you're everything. Especially when you're first starting out, you're the janitor, you're the receptionist, you're the accountant, and you're also the CMO, the chief marketing officer. And for me, in the businesses that I consult with, that's what I see as the biggest mistake is local business owners. Just because you're an entrepreneur or have a successful business does not mean you know the first thing about marketing. But what are some of the common mistakes that we are making as local businesses?
Yeah, so one of the first ones is just not having all of your systems set up. So
Talk to us about systems.
So systems have been huge. It's been huge for our growth. And really, so what I found, I had all my systems in my head, but what that caused was I was never able to duplicate myself. And so when I started developing systems, for instance, we have a very robust onboarding system now, and I don't have to onboard any of my new clients because my employees are able to do that. And so with that, you can either create a system internally or you can find someone who has a system and hire them and plug them in. And you want to do both in your business. So really what LocalFI is able to offer is we have a full marketing system for local businesses, so you don't have to develop it. So you don't have to spend the amount of time, the money, the training to create that internally, because you can just come and then use us as your vendor. And we've been very successful in LocalFI of finding others who have systems that we need and using them as our vendors, and then also creating our internal systems that really help us grow and scale.
Does it? Do you oftentimes just sit around just scratching your head and realize how many customers some places aren't getting because they just don't have this thing dialed in, and it's probably not that difficult either.
Well, the craziest thing is so many businesses either have not claimed the Google business card or it's completely unoptimized. And here's the thing that businesses don't realize. When they Google your business name, the first thing that shows up is your Google business card. Literally before websites, before ads, the Google business card is on the very, very top. And no matter how somebody hears about your business, whether it's word of mouth, whether it's PPC ads, whether it's TV, they're gonna then Google you. How do you look? So I would encourage all the users right now, all the listeners right now, Google your business name and see what does your Google business card look like. And I'll tell you, for a lot of people, especially if they're working out of their house, it's an ugly shot of the outside of their house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe one or two reviews, and oftentimes they're the negative reviews, because the people who leave reviews if they're not being asked to are the ones who had negative experiences.
All right, let LocalFI help your business get found through local search. All you got to do is text the word local to 411-923. That's local to 411-923, and we'll get you connected with Issac Navias, again, from LocalFI. Again, text the word local to 411-923. One of the other things that we find with people looking for companies and so forth, I think, or companies trying to get found, is Google is constantly changing everything all the time.
All the time.
And so I think, to me, having an expert in a company like yours it's not enough for me. It's not enough just to get everything set up properly, because 9 months from now, what you set up may not be proper anymore because Google's very, very finicky through their algorithms.
Absolutely, and they're changing, and the local search has expanded so much that Google is putting so much focus on it. They actually shut down Google Plus and redirected their resources into Google My Business, which is the local platform. And they've actually turned that into a business social media platform. So you can actually do posts on your Google business card now. You can post about promotions or events, specials. There's so much that you can do now that 6 months ago wasn't even an option. So, that's where really I've created a whole R&D department so that I'm up to date and constantly seeing what's happening so that I can get I'm in the top of the line, figuring out what's going on so I can help my businesses be on the very top as well.
All right, in about 20 seconds, we call you. Take us through what happens.
Yeah, so first I'm going to do an audit. I'm going to go and I'm going to see, one, how is your business information showing up online? If you've ever moved locations or moved into a location that was another business, there's essentially a 90% chance you have incorrect business data, which is now hurting your search rankings.
Yeah, people can't find you.
People can't find you, and Google looks at it and says essentially, the more you're listed online with correct information, the more reputable you must be. So if you have wrong addresses, wrong phone numbers, and over 50% of businesses have incorrect data.
All righty, we are in studio with Issac Navias from LocalFI, your expert to go to as far as being found locally for your business. Again, text the word local to 411-923. That's local to 411-923. Also, text the word biz to 411-923.